have a creative love affair. Although Gilbert is an advocate for magical thinking, she's not naive, wishing for success, hours of dedication, and having all the right contacts doesn't guarantee success. Creative living is a stranger than other more worldly pursuits. Usually in life, if we're good at something and work hard enough, we're likely to reap the rewards of the success. But with creative endeavors, we may or may not succeed. There are no guarantees. Why do some people still manage to persist in the creative process, even when it's difficult, inconvenient, and often financially unrewarded? The answer is that it all comes down to the four-letter word, love. Before authors J.K. Rowling and Toni Morrison became the literary legends we see them as today, they vowed to continue their love affair with their writing. Despite having other full-time work obligations, they stole hours from each day to write. They didn't feel obliged to accept external rewards. It was time with their love for these authors. Writing was like indulging in a passionate love affair. So perhaps it's time to stop treating creativity like a tired old marriage and start seeing it with fresh eyes like a passionate lover. Even if it's only 15 minutes and a day to be alone with creativity, you should always take it. Don't think of it as a burdensome. Think of it as a passionate escape, and maybe the next time you stare down at a blank page with frustration, get out of your chair and freshen up. Take a shower, pick up a great outfit, get dressed, spray on some perfume or cologne, and show up for your creative muse. Seduce your creativity back into action. This is what Gilbert does. Or why not give it a go? Why not give it a go, okay? Trust our creativity loves you back. Gilbert's friend, Dr. Robin Wall Kimmerer, is a botanist who teaches environmental science and forestry. Before she helps her students get down to the business of word saving, she asks two questions. The first question, do you love nature? Every hand goes up. The second question is, do you believe that nature loves you? In return, every hand in the room comes down. Robin believes that in modern times we have lost our sense of this conversation. We have lost the awareness of communicating and listening to the earth. Without the sense of relationship, we are missing out on something fundamental. We're missing out on our potential to become co-creators of life. As Robin says, the exchange of love between earth and people calls forth the creative gifts of both. The earth isn't different to us, but rather calling for our gifts. In return for hers, this is reciprocal, this is the reciprocal nature of life and creativity. Before Robin's students can heal the world, they first need to heal their notion of themselves within the world. We tend to think, so I hope it's clear now. We tend to think that creative process is one of suffering. Oscar Wilde once called the creative process one long lovely suicide. Despite her admiration for Wilde's creativity, Gilbert has trouble seeing the loveliness in such language. What if the creative process doesn't have to be a war zone filled with despair and darkness? And perhaps creative pursuits don't wish suffering upon us. Why wouldn't creative love us because ideas seek us out? And what would something that deliberately seeks us out try to harm us, especially because we're the catalyst that brings them to life? All ideas ask of us is for attention or devotion and devotion. In conclusion, Gilbert invites us to see creativity in a magical light, and she offers a sense of lightness to the creative process so we can support ourselves and others in creative efforts and acknowledge that there is sufficient space for everyone. We can measure our worth by our dedication to the creative process, and as opposed to conventional success, and we can replace our creative martyrdom mindset with a more magical one. What if you were neither a slave nor a master to our creative inspirations, but rather in partnership with them? Gilbert herself is the first to admit that this may sound a little delusional, but defends this by saying if you are going to live a life based on delusions, what we all do the some to some extent, but then why not at least select a delusion that's helpful? She suggests that the work wants to be made and it wants to be made through you. So the aim is to develop courage and a fierce trust in our creativity and to find the belief that we're all worthy of creating and sharing regardless of the outcome. So now that you know creativity is your birthright, can you access the courage to bring life to the creative treasures that reside within? Now we finished reading this review. If you like it, please write it in the comment section. See you next time.